Jesus has spent the last 3 years travelling the land, preaching, healing and performing miracles. But the time has now come for him to return to Jerusalem. And even though he knows the pain and the suffering that lay ahead of him, on this day he is in jubilant mood and is preparing for celebration.
My dear friends, it's time. It's time now to go to Jerusalem. My time has come. It's a divine appointment only I can actually fulfill. Only something I have to do. It will be difficult for you to understand, but you may be gutted, you may be scattered, you may be shocked, and you may also be scattered. But believe me, later your sorrow and tears will turn to joy. You'll rejoice and you'll be dancing with a new hope that it brings. You will then be, as it were, tears of joy. So let's move. We've got a few more miles to go, and actually we'll go by it as it were the Mount of Olives. So come on, will you come with me?
Yes, yes. Look, there's Jerusalem. Gosh, wow, look at that. It's shining. Beautiful buildings look so lovely in the sunlight, don't they?
Oh my
gosh, that's where we've got to go then, to Jesus.
Peter, listen. Look, there's Jerusalem. My heart breaks. What you see is the outward appearance of buildings, and that matter. Somehow this pomp and splendour, this is the way, sadly, that the religion has gone. God is not interested in outward appearances. Do you know, in a few years' time, as I've already said to you, these buildings that now look so good and awesome to you, and so full of pride, will all be broken down. Even the stones that they're made of will be cast down. You see, sadly, people have lost their way. I will have to show them a demonstration of love. For God's love has a source in himself, through me, not in our outward appearance like this. So come, it's time to begin a parade.
A parade?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, listen, it's a parade, not with swords and not as a leader on a stallion, but as the Bible has already said, it's on a donkey, led by God's Saviour to bring a peace. It's an action of peace. We're to be followers, not carrying swords and knives, but palms and leaves, and not to, as it were, shout out of fear, but rejoice. There's a better way that God's got. John and Peter, will you go now? Go to a place called Bethpage. It's not so far away. We just passed one nearby at Bethany. There's a man there who I spoke to when I came last time to Jerusalem and asked him if he would help me. He's ready with this donkey. So will you go? So we'll just have to wait until they've come back.
Hello, excuse me. The Master Jesus has sent me to borrow a donkey. He says you know all about it. This one? Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Here you are, Jesus. Here's your donkey.
Would you just hold it for me, Peter? Because I've never been on, no one's ever been on this donkey before. I'll just hold it in case it, there we are. Thank you, Peter. Let's go.
Way!
Right, come on then.
You can't have a parade. It's against the rules. Go home.
Boo!
It's not these saying this, but I have a paper here that says regulations are you mustn't have any social gatherings.
Oh,
So this is for your safety. You must go home.
we're too
Jesus
happy.
said to go home.
Hosanna, Hosanna. This is Jesus.
Look,
the
go
teacher.
home.
Jesus,
I will
the
get in
Lord.
trouble.
Listen,
I'm not listening. You've got to listen to the rules and regulations. And it
That's,
says
you
you
know,
mustn't social
shush.
gather.
that is your problem.
Yes,
You want everybody to stay the same.
yes.
You're more afraid of the Romans and the rules and the rituals. I'm telling you, it's impossible for these to be quiet.
Yeah, yes,
You
yes.
see, they've got an understanding of hope and the future. All your concern is trying to keep things as they are. Yes, you are. You don't understand.
You could all be
You are
arrested.
blind.
If I let you stay here, you could all be arrested. Now you should go home.
Who says we'll be arrested?
Well, it's down here. My boss said that if you have social gatherings of more than this number of people, then people will be arrested.
Just move out of the way.
Rubbish.
There's too much happiness here. And the hope that we bring is far more important than the fears at the moment that you're trying to instill in us. And if I tell these to shut up, do you know, the whole of creation's groaning for this time. Do you know, if they don't rejoice, the very stones in which we are now standing on will jump for joy.
Oh, I'm going to be in so much trouble. I don't know what to do. What shall we do?
You should worship.
This is not my words.
You should
This
change
is
your
my
heart.
boss's words. If it was me, I would say yes, but
You're
I
not
can't.
listening, are you? You're
No,
not
you've
listening.
got to. You must
You're not
go
listening.
home.
I'm sorry. Come on, everyone.
Oh,
Go
dear
home,
me.
go home.
Oh.
Hosanna, here's the healer. Jesus the teacher is here. And so that's the story of the parade of Palm Sunday.